Grab your Christmas ornaments and some Halloween garden. Let's get busy. Take that Halloween garland in an 18-inch wreath form. Get those tags off. Start at the top. We're gonna wrap this all the way around and then zip tie it together. Make sure you layer it. I use 2 of these 6-foot garlands. Take your zip tie, pull it right through, and just zip tie it nice and tight. Take your scissors, cut the ends off of all of these zip ties one at a time. I know what you're thinking. How am I gonna use Christmas ornaments and Halloween decorations? Take your floral wire, grab 3 of your Christmas ornaments, weave them in onto this floral wire, and then just give it a good twist. Make sure you keep them together. Make sure you knot that up nice and tight. Bring that down to your wreath and then wire it to the back. Make sure that's twisted nice and tight. Grab these pink called eyeballs from Dollar Tree, and I picked up these glitter Halloween tea lights at Michael's. We're only gonna need 2, and same with the eyeball. Take your eyeball, turn it over, take an X-Acto blade. We're just gonna make a crisscross just so we can put this tea light right down inside. Voila. Set these eyeballs to the side. I've got something special planned for this, but first, let's wrap this wreath in twinkle lights. I finally learned if you leave the lights wrapped around the battery pack, it's easier to wrap your wreath. They won't get so tangled. Now let's zip tie the battery pack to the back. Make sure the on-off button is right on top. Let's put this together. Picked up this Halloween mask at Walmart. We're just going to add the hot glue right here. We're gonna take the eyeball and we're just gonna hot glue it right to the mask. I poked a hole in the mask with an X-Acto blade. Run your floral wire through. We're just going to attach this right to the top. Make sure you tie it nice and tight. I picked up these Christmas ornaments from Walmart. The wreath frame came from Michael's. Shout out to Heather, who said hello to the gooch in aisle number 3. This is for you, Heather. I got this mask at Walmart. The twinkle lights I already had. Let's turn on these lights. Let's turn on the eyeballs first. Let's turn on the battery pack here. I want orange lights. Oh, I almost forgot this tag. Get that tag off. Let's go put this into place. Look how awesome this Pennywise Halloween door wreath turned out. How perfect are these Christmas tree ornaments in red to symbolize that balloon. I love these light up eyes under this mask from Walmart. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Hi, Georgie. Want to play? I grabbed these cinnamon brooms from Trader Joe's. Grab some Dollar Tree ribbon. Take the cinnamon brooms. Place them in a crisscross. Take that ribbon. Wrap it right around the center. Cut this right off. Wrap it up and tie it in a knot. Grab one of these wire coat hangers from the dry cleaners. Bend this forward just like so. Stick it into the center of the broom. Bend this forward, and we're gonna tie this off. Once you get that knotted, take the twine, we're gonna wrap this around so it looks just perfect. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I've lost my mind, but you're gonna love this. I love this glitter floral pick from the Dollar Tree. Take those tags off. Spread this out just like so, nice and wide. Take the orange, place the orange right up into the middle of this one. Place the black up into the middle of the other. Take that second one, we're almost finished. Place this into there. Grab the orange, place the orange right into the second one. I love this already. Before I add in the flowers, be sure to hot glue these 2 pieces together. You don't want these to fly away. Take these floral picks, push them right down in underneath the ribbon. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna camouflage that. Take the second one, tag it right underneath as well. Look how that is coming along. I never claimed to be an expert bow maker, but I do my best, and that's all you should do too. Take that bow, we're gonna hot glue it right up under here, and that will shield everyone from seeing those floral picks. Take your scissors. We're just going to cut a little bit here. Do it in an angle like the professionals do. I hope you're not scared of spiders. Look how awesome this tarantula looks. Just put a good amount of hot glue there. We're gonna place it on this side of the broomstick, right there. Little cattywampus. This isn't even my special surprise, but I love this witch sign from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to zip tie it right here underneath the bow. Take one last zip tie, push it right underneath here. We are gonna do our best to make this a little hanger. I picked up this witch's hat from Target from the Hide and Eat collection. We're just going to pull it right down over the top of the hanger. Looks like I need to do a little adjustment. Bend that over like so. Let's go put this into place. How spooktacular did this broom door hanger turn out? I got the sign from the Dollar Tree, the broomsticks came from Trader Joe's, the hat came from Target, and these from the dollar store as well. And this little sign here, look at that. The witch is now in. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Wow, amazing. Grab 2 bright bowls from Dollar Tree. Add in 1/4 cup of baking soda, 1/4 cup of black acrylic paint. Mix this up really good. Make sure you get it completely together. Set this to the side. Grab your skeleton, grab your kitchen saw. Just slice right back into the back. Don't saw too deep, just enough to look like that. I picked up these 2 skeleton feet from Dollar Tree, and what do you know? You can get a left foot and a right foot. Grab that hot glue, put a big dollop of hot glue right on the top of each of these skeleton feet. Take your Dollar Tree bowl, place it right on top. Make sure it's a little front heavy. Hello, hello. I also picked up these at the Dollar Tree. Get rid of those tags. This is gonna take a lot of hot glue right here at the wrist. Once you get that glue on there, just bring it up to the bowl, hold it right into place until it's nice and set. Grab your paintbrush, take your paint mixture, start with the feet. Just paint those feet. We'll worry about the bottom later. I don't know if you can see the texture on this paint mixture, but this is going to look amazing when it's finished. Just take your brush, get in underneath the bowl, and be sure to paint the bowl, but do not paint the inside. Don't worry about painting straight like this. It's actually better if you kind of just do it all in different directions, and you'll understand why in a minute. I mixed up a little bit more paint and baking soda, and I'm doing a second layer. I love how thick this is going on. I cannot wait for you to see what I have planned for here. But first, I almost forgot to paint the bottom, so get that sticker off. Grab your paintbrush and touch that up. We gotta paint the face. Now I'm going to use a technique with this gold metallic paint to bronze this. So take your brush, get it nice and dry, soak up a little bit of that paint, get most of that paint off, and then just take it and then lightly go over the rough edges. I learned to do this when I was a bronze statue at the Paris Las Vegas Hotel. Look how awesome this is turning this into bronzed. Make sure you get the feet and then also get the hands. Just lightly brush it. Look how awesome this is. I love how this clumped up paint takes the gold highlights. Look how magical that is. Let's put this all together. Place the skull on the back of the bowl. Just tuck that in there just like so. Lots of candy for the trick-or-treaters. Fill that up. Let's turn this around. Look how awesome this bronze skeleton candy cauldron turned out. Almost everything from the Dollar Tree. And as always, if I can do this, You can do this. Wow. Run to Dollar Tree, grab 3 of these plastic spiders. Grab your school glue and a paintbrush and just put out a dollop. Okay, just take your paintbrush, get some glue on it, turn your spider upside down, and then just lightly paint the inside. You don't have to do all of it, but the more you do, the better. Get a little bit in the middle, and I'll just do a little bit all over. Set this down so it starts to get tacky. Grab some tissue paper, cut off a 10 by 10 inch square of this tissue paper. Use any color you want, but make sure they're bright. I cut out my squares of tissue paper. Now just take your spider, turn it upside down, cut that tag off. Now just take a piece of tissue paper and then just lay it inside. Start by pushing it down into the center and then just push it out to the side. Try not to mess it around. Don't move it too much. You'll understand why in a second. Last piece of tissue paper going in. Just give that a good press. Grab those popsicle sticks or tongue depressors. I'm gonna use these $5 puck lights from Dollar Tree, but I found them on Amazon, so check the comments for the link. Grab that hot glue. Put hot glue right here on the sides of the puck light, just directly across from each other. You could put a little bit in the middle. Then take this, line it up with your popsicle stick, place it right down in the middle. Give it a good hand press. Okay, take your scissors. Once this is starting to dry, just trim off the excess tissue paper and don't cut off the legs. Okay, these are heavy. We gotta secure them in. Just take your hot glue, put the dollop of hot glue there, one on the other side. It's okay if you get a little extra running over. We'll clean that up later. Put that right into the center. Once it dries, we're gonna cut this off. I probably should have trimmed these popsicle sticks before I put them on the spider, but this will work as well. If you're wondering how I'm gonna hang these, I am too, but I think I figured it out. Take a zip tie, put it through the tissue paper, bring it through, be careful not to rip off the whole thing, then twist around and push the other side straight through as well. Zip tie this together, but only tighten it just a little bit. You'll understand why when we go hang these. I grabbed this floral wire from the dollar store, cut off some pieces. Look how awesome this is. Let's go put it into place and light it up. Look how awesome these Dollar Tree spiders turned out. All it took was a little school glue and a little tissue paper. Let's turn on these lights in 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Be sure to let me know what you think. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Grab your hammer, break the mirror. Slide that broken mirror out of the way. Grab your skeleton hands and your green spray paint and spray paint away. We are gonna need 3 of these wooden frames. Let's spray paint these a gloss black. I picked up this wall art at Dollar Tree as well. I'm just gonna paint 3 of these flat black. These are finished. Grab yourself some fake fingernails. I'm using black. I didn't get these at the dollar store, but I bet you can find them if you try. Don't use regular fingernail glue. I'm going to use this Gorilla Super Glue, but it is gel. Just put some glue right there on the end and then just hold it right into place. Last one going into place. We are almost finished and ready to put this together. I'm using this spider web net fabric. Just place your board upside down. Grab your hot glue. We're just gonna take the hot glue and run it right across the top. Now just fold this right over the top and let it dry. Just grab your kitchen shears and just cut off the excess. Someone asked me if these are my fabric scissors. I said, yes, they're also my paper scissors and my meat scissors. Cut that right off, get it all the way across, then grab your hot glue one more time, and then we're just gonna run a strip right across here, and we're gonna do the other sides too. Take your frame, turn it upside down, put some dollops of hot glue on all 4 corners here. Don't overdo it because we don't want to have any spillage. Take this frame, turn it over. You're just gonna have to eyeball this So use your good eye and then just press that down to hold the 4 corners into place. Okay, grab a screw. Just take the screw. We're gonna go up about 1.5 inches from the corner of the frame. Just put that in and just screw that in by hand. No need for a screwdriver. I picked up these little wood blocks at Dollar Tree. I have a bag somewhere, but I couldn't find them. We're just gonna take one, and then on the back side of this screw, we're just gonna put that there. Put it on there, get it started. Just screw that into that little block of wood because we've got to make sure that this is stable. I make mistakes, so you don't have to. So take your wooden block and we're just going to place it here, right here in the corner on the back. And then you're going to put a screw through up here. Now you should do this before you add on the webbing so it's not visible. I'm just going to hit it with a little paint. Grab a soda pop tab. Take this part, place it right here over that wood block. We're making ourselves a little hanger. I place my broken mirrors into a little dish. Just take your mirrors, place some hot glue directly on here, and then just put it into place. You can use gloves if you like. I highly recommend it. I cannot wait for you to see what I have planned for the tops of these hands. But first, Dollar Tree twinkle lights. What I like best about the twinkle lights, yes, the prices went up, but there's 12 lights instead of 10. Start off by putting your battery pack at the bottom. Now just take your glue and just tack this all the way around. The lights are glued into place. Now let's take our hands and go hang these on the wall. How amazing did this turn out? And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Amazing. Grab your jack-o'-lantern, grab your skull, take your drill and drill right away. I'm using a hot knife for this. Take your hot knife, just cut right through the plastic. We're gonna go all the way around. I cannot wait for you to see what I make with this. Take your skull, take your drill, drill right down into the back of the head. This came from Michael, so get him while you can. Let's drill one more hole right into the back of the pumpkin. We've got to waterproof this, so grab this marine sealer. We're gonna pull this stuff out and we're gonna put it right into the bottom of our jack-o'-lantern. Take your sealant, we're just going to start and go all the way around. Take a popsicle stick or tongue suppressor, smooth that all the way around. We've got to make sure this is waterproof. Take a 3/8 inch bolt screw, push it through the back of the skull. Here we go, almost finished. Put this right through the back. Grab your washer. Let's put this on nice and tight. Just wheel that in. I picked up these river stones at the Dollar Tree. Just place them right on top of that sealer. I picked up this fountain pump, but first let's get that sticker off. It's got suction cups on the bottom. So I'm just going to suction cup it right here to the base. I'm gonna take this power cord, I'm gonna push it through the back right here. Let's take a little hot glue. Let's glue this to the bottom of the jack-o'-lantern just to hold it right into place. Okay, pull the electrical cord all the way out because we need to hit this with some purple spray paint. So take your purple spray paint and then just hit that cord just lightly all the way down. Make sure you get both sides. I was about to pour in the water, but I forgot I have to connect the hose. So I'm just going to put the hose right down into there. Okay, take that hose. We're gonna feed it up through his mouth and then pull it out. Then we're gonna have to, oh, there I got it. Okay, pull that all the way through. Leave yourself a little extra and then just cut that off. Now that we've got that, we have to fasten this right here to his mouth. I'm gonna fasten it to the roof, so I'm just gonna use a little hot glue. Fingers crossed, it doesn't melt the tube. I've got my favorite puck light from Dollar Tree. It is submersible, so it comes with a remote. Now, let's pour in the water. Here we go. I am so excited for this. I hope that this works. Moment of truth in 3, 2, Look how awesome that is working. Oh, I gotta turn on the light. Beautiful. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Wow, that is awesome. Run, don't walk to Dollar Tree. Grab 2 taper candles in a tray. Place a strip of hot glue right along the back of the candle and then place it right on the front of the tray. Take that second candle, make sure you take that tag off. We're just gonna do the same thing to this side. I cannot wait for you to see what's gonna go here, but first, flip that over, grab your twinkle lights. I'm doing things backwards. Place the battery pack first, right here at the bottom center. All right, take some more hot glue. We're just going to start tacking this in right here along the edge. Okay, let's flip that over. Let's work on the front. Look what I have for the front. Cannot wait for you to see this all finished. Put a good amount of hot glue at the bottom and then a good little amount at the top. Now take your sign, place it right over the top of that glue. It's okay if it gets a little messy. I'm gonna clean that up now, but first, let's get rid of that tag. Take a paper clip, take your hot glue, place a dot of hot glue right here, top and center. Place that paper clip right over the top. This is definitely a Dollar Tree DIY. Take your hot glue, put a dollop of hot glue right there. You're gonna wanna get a good amount there and then press this skull bow right over the top. Look how amazing this turned out. Let's turn these lights on in 3, 2, 1. I love it. The LED candles, the bows, the sign, this Halloween tray, all from the Dollar Tree. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. I picked up this thrift store mirror, just cover it lightly with water. Take some spray paint, just lightly dust it with the black, and now with some blue. I cannot wait for you to see what I add to the center of this mirror, but first, let's glue on a snake. Use Gorilla Glue on the rubber snake because hot glue doesn't stick to this rubber. Okay, just flip your snake over and then just glue it directly to the mirror. I picked up this giant rat. For this, I think hot glue will work. So I'm just gonna put a little glue on the paws and then stick it directly to the mirror. I'm gonna add some lights, but first I'm gonna take this window decal I got online and put it right on top of the mirror. Now comes the fun part. Unpeel your window cling on. Spray some water right on top of that mirror once again. Take your decal, place it right on top. Put it where you want it, and then we're going to push the water out from underneath. Okay, just take a paper towel and gently push all of that air bubbles out to the side. Don't forget to remove those price tags. Okay, this part is going on. We're just going to cut the candle off. You'll understand why in just a second. This decal comes in 3 parts, so we're just going to line them up. We are almost finished. I'm just going to trim off the excess from the window decal. This part goes fast, and then we're gonna get on to lighting this up. I wasn't planning to use these bats, but I'm gonna place one here. You'll have to let me know what you think. I need a little Spanish moss, but I think I bought too much. Take the Spanish moss. We're just going to use our hot glue. Just glue hot glue right along the edge, and then just take your Spanish moss and just hold it into place. I'm gonna add a little bit to the top as well, and then we're gonna turn on the light. I picked up these flickering light candles from the hobby store. We're just going to cut that string right off. Take the hot glue, put it down the edge of this flickering candle, and then we're going to stick this directly to the mirror. Putting it right into place. Make sure you get it nice and straight. Look how awesome this thrift store mirror turned out. I picked these decals up online. The rat, the snake, and the light came from the hobby store. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Amazing. I love it. Run to Dollar Tree, grab a $5 tree and a bucket of eyeballs. Grab your kitchen shears. We're just gonna cut these right in half. We're gonna Gucciify this in a minute with some twinkle lights. Take these fall flowers, just cut the heads right off of here. I love this tree. It even has spiders. We're gonna keep those spiders. Grab your flowers, grab the end of your twinkle lights. We're just gonna take a dollop of hot glue and we're just gonna put it right over the top. I found a better solution. If you use these from Michael's, you can take these apart, just push the light bulb of the twinkle lights right up in there, then take the head, poke a hole in it, and then just press that right over the top. Look how awesome these turned out. Just take your top flower. We're gonna start at the top of the tree. Grab your hot glue, put a dollop of hot glue, glue this right to that glitter tree. If you're feeling ambitious, just take a sanding block and sand the edges just so you have a smooth surface. Take your hot glue, put a dot of hot glue on one side on the inside here, one side on the inside there, and then you're just going to take this and press it directly onto the top of the flower and cover that twinkle light. Last one into place. Let's turn on the lights. I picked up this cauldron from Home Goods, which is perfect for this. Grab one of these bows from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to spruce this cauldron up just to give it a little bit of color. Look how awesome this turned out. Get rid of that tag, put this down into the cauldron. Let's turn on these lights in 3, 2, amazing! I absolutely love this. If this doesn't make your eyeballs pop out of your head, I don't know what will. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. This is awesome. Grab 2 Dollar Tree lanterns and your can of spray paint. Paint them purple. Just paint the outside. You don't have to paint the inside, and you're about to understand why. Grab these chopping mats off the shelves at Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack. Take your Sharpie and just draw yourself a line. We're gonna cut this in half. Just use your kitchen shears and just cut right along that line. Okay, take your little cutting board pieces, put a dot of hot glue in each corner, and then just grab your other piece, shiny sides in, and then just merge those together. Give it a good hand press. Take a piece of black felt and then just cut you out some circles. Okay, take your black felt, put a dollop of hot glue on the back, and then just press that down right a little bit off center. Cut the piece off just like that. Put a little hot glue here, and I'm gonna put that into place. Grab these bows from the Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna put a dollop of hot glue on the back, and then we're just going to snap it right here into place. And don't forget one for the big old lantern too. Let's get these tags off and put this together. Okay, take your cutting board pieces, just bring these in from the back and slide these into place just like so. I picked up another set of these remote control lights. I'm just going to place one in each of these lanterns. Put 2 dots of hot glue at the top. You can put them at the bottom if you like. I'm gonna bring this in from the back, and I'm just gonna pop this into place. I cannot wait for you to see this with the lights on. How perfect is this for a silhouette of a ghost in these lanterns? Let's turn on these remote control lights in 3, 2, look how awesome these are. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Wow, those are awesome. Grab a plunger, 2 cans of tuna, hot glue the can of tuna to the bottom of the plunger. Let's get that tag off. Grab your spray paint. Let's paint it green. I love that green. I also love this purple pampas grass. I picked this up at Michael's. We're just going to place this all the way around the plunger, and then we're gonna zip tie it right to the stick. Now just pull that zip tie tight. I almost forgot, grab your kitchen saw. We're just gonna cut a straight line all the way through the middle right here. Power drill time, or you could just use a screwdriver. Put a hole right into the middle of this. Never throw away the lid to your candles. Take your drill right down into the center. I picked up this Halloween plate from Walmart for 50 cents. Just take your hot glue, put it right on the bottom of the plate. Take your candle lid, make sure you get it right in the center. We are almost done. Take your drill right down into the center of that through the plate. I almost forgot, we need 2 cans of tuna, so put that right on top. Get the tag off your feather duster. Take your scissors, snip those zip ties right off. Put a dollop of hot glue right here above your zip ties. Grab your favorite fabric ribbon, place it right on top, and then just wrap this around. Snip that off. Once you get that covered, glue that down so it doesn't go crazy. Take a small nail, press it through the hole in the top of your plate, bring it out the bottom. Take your hot glue, place a dot right on top of your plunger handle, then just stick the nail right down in there. Now just gently tap it with a hammer. Take your hot glue. This is our last little ta-da. Put the hot glue there and then press this firmly down right over the nail. Look how awesome this Halloween dessert tray turned out. All made from a plunger and a plate from Walmart and some pampas grass from the craft store. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Wow, I just need some twinkle lights. Grab yourself a 5-gallon bucket and pour in a full 2 liters. Once you get all that in there, take a bottle of this. We're gonna pour in 6 ounces of this and then just stir it up real good. Grab yourself a mask and pour in 50 pounds of Quikrete. Halfway through the bag, just give it a good mix, and then we're gonna pour in the other half. All right, other half going in. I'm bringing out the big stick. I feel like I'm stirring the witch's cauldron. Get that all mixed up, and then you're ready to see how awesome this Halloween decor turns out. Grab those inexpensive orange pumpkins, spray the inside with cooking spray. Okay, give it one more stir. Then take some kind of container that you don't care if you mess it up or not, and then just pour the cement mixture in. All right, we're gonna fill this 2/3 of the way up, and you'll understand why in a second. Okay, once you get it filled up almost to the top, you're just gonna bounce it around. Don't bounce too much because you don't wanna crack the jack-o'-lantern. Take a mason jar, same thing, spray that mason jar with cooking oil, and then just take it, place it directly in the center of your jack-o'-lantern, and then just press it down. Press it all the way down until you get it even with the top of your jack-o'-lantern. Okay, so my concrete started to set up in the bucket, so I added a little bit more water. I added too much. So I put bricks on top of these to hold them down. So we're gonna try this one anyway. I'm just gonna pour this concrete soup right into here. Okay, I've made a mess. I've got it all over me. Take that jar, press it right down in there. I'm definitely gonna have to put a brick on this one for pressure. They seem to be completely dry, so let's open these up. Be careful not to ruin your good scissors on this one. I'm using my craft scissors. Okay, moment of truth. I've got these almost out of here. So let's take this out. Guess what? I made a mistake. That jar is not coming out, but guess what? It's gonna work. Let's take this out. Oh my goodness. Look how amazing this is. Let's get the others out. This was the second one I did. It was a little chunkier. So you're gonna have to let me know. Do you like this terracotta look of it being a little bit more distressed, almost like a rotten pumpkin? Can I get that off? I need your all's help. Okay, look at that. Look at that one. And this one I think is probably the best. Let's get this one out now. Here we go. Look how amazing that is. I love this. Guess what I'm doing with these? Are you ready for this? I picked up these tiki torch lamps at Lowe's. They fit perfectly down into these pumpkins. Let's light these up. By the way, I use water and not 7-Up. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. I am so excited for this. Let's get to painting. Look how awesome the head turned out. Now I've got an arm and a body. Take your green paint. You could use any colors you want. Then use your brush. You're probably gonna need to do a couple coats. I got this nutcracker from Walmart and I cannot wait for you to see it. Grab a jar of sweet relish, place the lid upside down, take your hot glue, put a dollop of hot glue right in the center, grab a pool noodle, place that pool noodle right on top. You're about to find out why in just a second. Back to the pumpkin head, grab your green paint. Don't be scared, just put that green paint right on top. Take your time, stay within the lines. I don't have the steadiest hand, but you don't have to either. I'm gonna show how to make this look perfect in the end. Off with your head, nutcracker. I'm bringing in the body. Grab some purple paint. I am using all metallic paints for this. We're just going to paint the bow tie a nice shiny purple. This pumpkin nutcracker is a blast. Now it's time to paint the boots and the pants. Almost done with these pants. This is the tape I'm using. Look how much tape I've used. Look how messy my palette is, but that's okay. It's all gonna be worth it. Final touches going on, and then we're gonna put this all together. You could paint this by hand, but I'm just gonna use some spray paint. I picked these up at Michael's. I'm just going to push that in all the way through, and then I'm gonna clip that off. I've also picked up these, I think they're called pampas grass. Always keep that kitchen saw nearby. Cut that pool noodle off. I cannot wait to put this into place, and then you tell me if I need it or not. I picked up this 3/8 of an inch glitter ribbon and I cut it in half. So take a piece of the glitter ribbon, take a little bit of hot glue. Now remember when I told you if you mess up on the lines, not to worry because we were gonna mask it. This is how we're gonna do it. So put that glitter ribbon right into place and then bring it up to the top. And we're gonna tack it right here in the top as well. This is a last minute addition. I'm going to add on this beautiful purple glitter. You wanna cut off 30.5 inches. Look how awesome this turned out. Take that pool noodle and just press it right down over the hot glue. Give it a good hand press. This turned out amazing. I forgot to tell you, this thing lights up. Let's go put this into place. Look how amazing this turned out. I cannot wait to hear what you think about this. I know you're gonna have questions. Post your questions in the comments. I'll do my best to get to all of this. Make sure you use a primer. Make sure you use good paint and a good brush. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Amazing. I love it. Grab these from the Dollar Tree, take your purple spray paint, and just paint each side. I cannot wait till you see what I do with these cutouts from Dollar Tree. Pick up one of these 10-inch woods and just cut off an inch. Grab the black spray paint and paint these pieces of wood. Okay, flip those over, paint this side black. And don't forget to cut those tags off. This isn't even dry yet, but I cannot wait. Put some hot glue right along the rafters of this house. I'm gonna take this moss that I picked up at the hobby store and just press it right on the top. It's okay if there's some gaps. That's how a roof would be. Put just a little bit in front of the house. We're gonna make it like there's bushes. Okay, now take your scissors and just trim right along the edge and you'll understand why this is important. Okay, flip this over to the purple side. Take your wooden block and we're just going to put a strip of wood glue there. Grab your hot glue and put a dot on each end to hold it into place while it dries. Take your glue and just press it down right on the bottom. We'll clean that up in a second. Let's do the same with this small block. Just a dot of wood glue and 2 dots of hot glue. And this is going to go right above this window. Let's do the same here. Hot glue here, and then hot glue up here. Now put a little dot of your wood glue on there as well, right along the edge. You don't have to have too much. Now take this part like a puzzle. It's going together. Place this right on top and make sure you get everything even. Okay, I'm taking a craft marker. I'm just going to do a few little lines all the way around the windows and the doors. I'm going to make this thing pop. Let's go inside and light this up. I grabbed these 3 tea lights at the Dollar Tree as well. Just pop out these little tabs and just slide them right into place. And this one goes on top. If you were wondering why we put that spacer in there, now for the big reveal, all from Dollar Tree wooden cutouts. How cool is this? I already had them all in the spray paint, so this was easy as 1, 2, 3. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. I just love it. Grab your Christmas ornaments, it's time for Halloween. Grab a long string of twinkle lights. Now take these bulbs and just pop the ends out of all of them. Take your twinkle lights, your Christmas bulb, just push the end of the twinkle lights in. We're gonna push this in and we're gonna put about 5 lights in each one. Take your hot glue, just put a dot of hot glue right there to hold that into place. I also grabbed these 3-inch bulbs, so I have 2-inch and 3-inch. We're just going to grab the lights and put those down in here as well. Grab your coffee beans, just pour them out into a glass. These are gonna come in handy soon. Grab one of these wreath forms from the hobby store. This one is 15 inches by 2 inches. Take your light, take your hot glue, put a dollop of hot glue right there in the center, and then glue that right into place. Okay, here's a good tip real fast. I love sharing my tips. Make sure you have all of these end pieces pointed down, and then just take your hot glue. You can put it directly on the wreath. This way it doesn't melt so much. Put it on the bulb, wait a few seconds, and then place it into place. Grab your cheesecloth, no cheese needed. Set that to the side. We're almost ready for that. Cut off about 16 inches of your cheesecloth, and then we're just going to evenly fold it over in half. Take your cheesecloth, take the end that is together, not the raw selvage end. Just put a strip of hot glue right here along the edge. Don't bring it all the way out to the end because you don't want to burn your fingers. Now take this, take it over the top, and then just bring it up, down and around and tuck that in and just hold it till it sets up. Okay, here goes number 2. Have you figured out what we're doing yet? So just tuck that in and around, bring it down and around. Don't burn your fingers. Grab yourself a bunch of fall Halloween flowers. We're just going to glue these right here to the bottom. This is perfect for this Halloween decor. Grab your hot glue. We're just going to put it right here at the top, and then we're going to fan this out. Make sure you get enough hot glue on there, and then stick this down and give it a good hold. All right, I told you we were gonna use these coffee beans, so take a coffee bean, put a dot of hot glue right there, then take that, place it right there off center, and just give it a good hand press. Now put one on the next one as well, and we're gonna work ourselves all the way around. Last but not least, put on a second coffee bean all the way around. Okay, let's zip tie the battery pack to the back. Let's snip that off. All right, let's turn on the lights. I cannot wait for you to see this. How cool did this DIY ghost wreath turn out? I love the flowers. I just love everything about it. Remember, all it is some clear Christmas ornaments, some cheesecloth, coffee beans, and of course, twinkle lights. Remember, folks, if I can do this, you can do this. Look how cool this is with the lights off. Grab 3 witches' cauldrons and 2 household plungers. Do a rim of hot glue all the way around the plunger, and then just stick the plunger right down in the center, but a little cattywampus. All right, grab your middle cauldron, set it upside down, take your drill straight into there, grab your cutters, and then just cut right through that. The hole is done. Now take that, put it right over the top of the plunger, and let it rest against the back of this other one. Okay, eyeball this right here where this sits even. Just draw a line, unscrew the plunger, grab your kitchen saw, find that red line, and then just cut right through. Okay, now take that, put that right back into there. Now put that cauldron right back on. What's in this box is gonna take this to the next level. Take your second plunger head and just put some hot glue right inside. Put this right on top. This is going to blow your socks off. This is why I never throw away my bags or bubble wrap. Put the bubble wrap in here. We're gonna fill this up. Also, we're gonna fill up the top one. This is going faster than I even hoped. Take this mesh stuff, put this in, just drape it all over the top of the plastic bags. Now cut off what you're not gonna use for the bottom, and now put this on the top. Here come the twinkle lights. They're actually Christmas lights. Just place them around. Start on the bottom. We've got a lot of lights here, so we're gonna double this up. Not sure where I'm gonna put this, but for right now, I'm just gonna put it right here on top. You know I like a little sparkle, but first let's put these in. Just layer them in. These are from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Okay, we're gonna stabilize this just a little bit. So if you've got a bulb touching the cauldron, just put a little dot of hot glue right there just to hold it into place. I almost forgot. Pull some of the lights out and let them hang over the side, and then just tack that right into place. I almost didn't order these, but I'm so glad I did. These are the incandescent bulbs, or is it iridescent? I never know the difference. Put a little hot glue there. We're just going to pop this on here so it gives it a little bit more pizzazz. I'm gonna pop off the end of these because they're for Christmas trees. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue there. So don't forget to use the smaller bulbs. And we're just going to tack that right into there. Okay, mirror balls going on. Get a good amount of hot glue. These are heavier, so just tack this right up against the cauldron. Okay, this one is gonna fit in right here. So let's put a little dollop of hot glue on both sides, and then just push that into place. I cannot wait to put this into action. This is a bubble maker. So I'm going to take this, put it right down inside. This is battery operated, and I grabbed these from the party section at Dollar Tree as well. These are just little bubble bottles, probably for a wedding. Just pour that right down into here. All right, we are ready to turn this puppy on. This turned out better than I ever imagined. Be sure to check the comments. I'll post a photo of this lit up at night. And of course, I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me what you think. And as always, if I can do this, you can do this. Share with your friends too.